We're kicking off the shortened holiday week, and a few of the Mag 7 stocks have some interesting movement where they're consolidating, but in a way that looks like they may be ready to break. So I want to take a look at the price action market timing and momentum because I'm HEMA ready. That's what I do. Let's dig in. We start with NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA on the daily chart, as you can see, from the last time that I analyzed it with students or in a video like this, I had a resistance here from the November 20th high and a support from the September 5th low. But since then, the price action has tightened up, meaning it's formed a more narrow range. And now the more important support in the short term is off of this low at the November 25th range, which was approached but not broken on December 17th. And the more important resistance in the short term is here at the December 8th high. So see how those levels, right, will provide you an earlier clue as to potential directional break ahead of the other resistance and support that exists. So the way I see it, that plus some of the advanced RSI power zones movement, so this is my favorite momentum indicator, and right now it's doing something that represents a repeated behavior within an individual security. So you can look at an indicator in a standard fashion and apply it the same way across any chart, or you can go to that advanced level and say, how is this behaving on this particular security? And the signs of that are that it's poised to go up. So what I would watch for is a break above the December 8th high. I think that's likely to occur. Can't know when though. And if it does, then the next stop would be this high from November 21st ahead of a return, hopefully to the October 29th peak. All right. In the meantime, if this support at the November 25th low gets broken, well, then you can see the return to the September 5th low as being more likely. So Alphabet or Google, ticker GOOGL. This guy's also consolidating. And take a look. It's actually moving back towards a key level that is part of a Gann trading pattern. So in my Gann trading pattern system, I take Gann's patterns from his classic books, and I make them really easy to understand. And there's one that's priming. It's unfolding now. That again would also suggest that we might be in a position to turn higher. Same thing with the RSI power zones. They are definitely giving us a pattern here. 4 zones RSI students, you should be able to see it with the recent trough from December 17th. All right, so what does this mean? Well, the price action has to confirm any pattern, whether it's from price or momentum or anything else. And right now we're having a bit of a recovery. But you can see that it has not really pushed beyond the recent highs. And I have this trend line drawn from November 25th to December 5th. I think it'll be a useful guide. If we can see price action get above that trend line, that'll be the first clue that we're really lifting up. But officially, okay, just based off of what is up ahead, we're actually closer than that. The December 16th high. Now, if I go down to an intraday time frame, we'll see that the December 16th high is an actual recent price high on the 60-minute chart, but on the daily chart, it is just a bar high. Okay, so in my workshop last week, I talked about the foundations of price action. I gave the whole rundown. I showed you how much chart history to look at. It's all in the workshop replay. So if you've got access to that, you're going to watch it before it expires tonight. All right, with that, I think Google is poised to resume higher again. The greater confirmation, the safer bet would be if we see it get above the black trend line, but as a start, getting above the December 16th high works. Got to talk about the flip side because, I don't know what's going to happen in the markets, right? If we see a move below this low from December 17th, and I think we're more likely to retest the 291.92, again, Gann trading patterns level, and if market pushes below that, then we might see it drop down into the November 14th range. Okay, Microsoft, ticker MSFT. It had what looks like a big picture double top, fell, and is now consolidating. Now, this guy isn't looking quite as bullish, unfortunately, but it does have a range that's intact. So if it can get above the December 2nd high, again, in the idea that if tech stocks are going up, they're generally going up together, then the next stop would be the November 13th high. But I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft continues to consolidate a bit while the RSI power zones return to the bear resistance power zone and then set themselves up for a turn lower. If that happens and we see a break below the November 25th low, then I would be watching for a return back towards this May 1st post-gap low, which was probably earnings fueled. All right, there you have it, my take on a few of our Mag 7 stocks that are posting an interesting consolidation now. definitely levels to watch. If you found value in this video from the actual stocks analysis or even just the lessons behind it, because look, you may not be a stock trader, or I may do another video and you may not trade that. But the lessons, the technical analysis techniques, that's what you should be extracting out of it. So if you got even one little nugget, go ahead and hit the like button, and I'll catch you in the next video.